This is how you use Canva to very quickly take an image and replace the background with something that is better. Okay, check this out. So on the right side right here, we've got an image that is currently on a live website for the coffee shop that I work for, Cups. These are some stickers that we've done. This is an image and it looks fine, right? It looks good, right? This is not the background from the original image. So this right here is the original image. And this was taken, as you can see, during Christmas time when we had a Christmas tree up in one of our stores. Well, we don't want that anymore. My wife actually flagged this and said, hey, you might want to put a different picture of these stickers for this product. And lo and behold, I think the background looks better in this AI-generated image on the right, which I made with Canva, than the original image from a professional photographer. I wouldn't say better, but it does capture exactly what I wanted, just this kind of bokeh effect in the background without any Christmas themed stuff. I got a wood table here instead of this artsy one that we've got in the actual store. You know, that's a trade-off that I'm fine with because I want to highlight the stickers, not the actual tabletop itself. Thought this was pretty cool. Let me show you how I did it. I'm going to pull up Canva right here. This is the project that I used. And as you can see, here are a couple other versions that the AI generator came up with. Again, this is all inside of Canva. I have the Pro account, so I think this is a paid feature. But come on, the Pro account here for Canva is dirt cheap compared to anything in its class. This is maybe not the granular level detail that you can get out of Photoshop, but if you're like me, you don't really want to learn all the granular level details in Photoshop anyway. So how do we do this? I'm going to add a page and I'm going to walk you through the process right now. So I'm going to grab this original image and we're just going to blow it up. Okay, holding down Alt will actually expand that proportionally. So now this takes up the whole frame. Come up here to edit. I'm up here at the top, edit, click this. And then over here on the right side, we've got this Magic Studio place. This is the place you want to be. We got several different options from expand to edit to grab text, magic grab. And of course, the one we want is the old background generator. So we're going to click this. And all I did is type in something with a coffee shop with a bokeh effect. And maybe I said modern coffee shop with bokeh effect and click generate. And so this is going to do a couple things. It's automatically, this is standard issue now at this point, it's automatically going to get rid of the background. Now in some very complicated and detailed imagery and photography that you may have, it may stumble, it may miss an edge here and there, but by and large, these models are so good now at being able to get all of the background, to know what the actual focus of the images are supposed to be, that it's going to create some fantastic, I mean, look at this, some fantastic options out of the gate. The original thing that I tried with this, the reason I came over here to Canva, is I went over to ChatGPT first using their image generator. And in fact, I'll just show you what it gave me. Cubs graphic designer. I've done a lot of experimenting with this to some really good effect. However, this was not a good effect. So I gave it both the image that I gave Canva as well as the actual art files themselves for the graphic design work that we did here. And as you can see, we've got a typo in the one on the right, Mississippi Singe 19, and that looks like 24 instead of 1993. And, you know, it's just not great. And the cursive is wrong in both of these. It's not getting it done very well. It's reproducing this, which ChatGPT does a good job with text. This is light years above even what, say, Midjourney could do a year or 2 years ago. But it's not great, and it's not good here because these are actual products, and this is a misrepresentation of the product. So it killed the background. I mean, look at that. That's a beautiful background, but it didn't get the product right. Here's what I had given it. I gave it the artwork first, and it gave me this one, and, you know, this just looks, you know, amateurish. And then I gave it the actual ad here, or the picture here, and said, okay, you didn't do it good enough, and it wasn't great. So then I realized and remembered really that, you know, Canva has this built in now. So I'm going to select one of these. And what you do with Canva, Unfortunately, you can't say, hey, generate one of each of these. You have to pick the one you like the most. So I'm going to pick like this one, and you can do one more thing over here. Check this out right here. Are you still stuck doing manual tasks that you should have automated a year ago? GotSheet is my free weekly newsletter that I created for solopreneurs and marketers like you to help automate, grow, and scale their businesses without having to hire a team. It's free, it's actionable, and it lands in your inbox every week. Subscribe below, gotsheet.xyz, link is in the description. This little light, this is matching the subject lighting. So look at the image itself, the parts of it, particularly right here and here and here around the edges of the items. It is changing the lighting to mimic what it feels like it should for the background that it created for us. I think this is very, very cool. And I think I've left it on maximum relight just because it does. I think that looks better to me than this kind of harshly lit subject right there. That's subjective. Hey, I'm not a professional photographer. Maybe I'm completely wrong on this. This is just going off of my feelings and so forth. I'm going to click done there, and then we've got our fourth design that just goes right in line with these other ones that I've created. And what do you think? Tell me in the comments below. Is this helpful, useful? I think this is great because we use photographers and we need them for our product photography. But often I want to make a small change like this to the end product, and I don't want to hire another photo shoot to do that. So this is just really, really cool. Again, it is over here in the Magic. Let's see, you click edit, and then it's in the Magic Studio options. You can click the background generator to do that. You can click straight up background remover. I'm going to create a duplicate here and I'll show you that. You can click background remover from right up here. It's probably the most popular thing that they have. So they've got a one click to do that. But these other ones are just really cool. Now also, just real briefly, you've also got a magic eraser. Now I'm over here. If you didn't follow where I was, I'm on this magic eraser. And this, you can actually click right up here. You can click and select different objects. So this is not perfect. If I click this right here, it's selecting the stickers with it. It's not selecting all the stickers either. So it's not perfect. You can select foreground. That's going to select all these things because it had already deleted the background. If there's text, you can select text. So, a lot of super cool things here, and we can actually erase those pieces of text. So we made a mistake here or something. We want to just erase them. It'll do its best to clear that out. And it's not perfect either, but these are extremely helpful and useful tools that I'm using in my own business. And I hope it's helpful for you. If it was, let me know in the comments below. Click like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on the next one.